Good morning, Tbilisi. Today, 5th of May 2025, I have a tour with the tour guide to Plastike and other Jawari churches. Bus number, direction, how many minutes it's coming, 16-degree temperature, ID of the bus stop, SMS, I don't know. This is the travel card, metro money, and if you pay €1, they'll give one lorry. They'll load one lorry, and you can enter one time, metro or bus. So deep, done by Russians. Today in that supermarket, there were no any cheese kachapuris to eat. So only yesterday's American style cooking today's breakfast.
So this is the time where you can take it and process it well too. But if you don't want to listen, I don't mind at all. You just, I don't know, sleep, whatever you feel better. But I cannot shut up, so don't ask for that. Which was supposed to come out more than a couple of billion, actually. And you paid nothing at all to the budget. So all of these things, that's why they altered and created new laws to get people even more, of course. So that's what you are facing. I don't want to get political. I always say everything. Maybe you think, oh, that's just the name. Of course you're going to say. No, let's say here. It's the same river that goes in front of our old capital, that goes also in Tbilisi. And at some point it was a branch to stop and to trade too. Guys, I will take you from the secret channel because well, in the end I can tell you to go this way, but you probably will get lost. So we'll see secret channel and then we can come back from the main gate. Well, I don't know if this was straight up there.
There are some snakes, not venomous, not poisonous.
By the cement layer in the front. But this one is a representation of the clay oven. You burn wood inside or charcoal or something, and you stick the bread on the side and you make a bread. We call it tandoor. It is not originated from Georgia. It's a copy of tandoor. What kind of clay mixture? So it always has some muddiness.
Secret tunnel.
From the West States. More rain. Guys, you probably just see this place and you don't see it as very secret anymore, but it used to be secret tunnel which was covered with a river level, because now, well, even though the river is not very small, it's still much smaller than what it was before. So someone would come down inside, could actually just swim out and escape if there was a siege around the place, or kind of literally could like start fishing from the inside, catch the fish, which would not be sufficient for a whole town, but it might have won you maybe a couple of days, which was very good benefit, of course. Otherwise, sneaking out and sneaking in was the way to do while the siege is still around the place. So it helped a lot to call for help or something like this. Nobody knew about this, of course, to come unless the everyday, like forever resident of the place, dukes and the guards. Of course, it was guarded, so nobody could enter or leave. It is 39 meters approximately, and it's all man-made, of course. Let's go inside, check it out. On the sides, you're gonna see lots of vandalism going on. All these symbols done here. Come on in, guys. If some of you can go up a little bit, stay around here. It was a place to explore. We have done huge archaeological expedition, cleared the place out, removed the extra things.
living places
Literally where people live.
for ancient
There are
people.
going to point out to different, like people live here, people live there today. You can get through right side of the day. I'm going to point out some scary things that had other purposes, which is quite unique purposes too. So we're going to see those. Why the lower ground is very much like just a little hill? That's because the knowledge of the people 4,000 years ago.
This is the lowest economic houses without any rooms. If you go upside, you'll get more compartmented houses for rich people. This is for poor people.
Because apparently they
Poorest
spent
people will live there
came up with the
without
very
any
lots of skeletons of
high
like
or economic
people got very superstitious,
status.
got scared, and they just
Lowest
abandoned the place behind.
income
They
group
moved
people.
on the bank of the river, and that's where the village is now. We kind of passed by some parts of it actually today on the way here. So this place will never be in place, or won't be in place in the future to sort of keep anything and maintain anything, because even people that moved from there, they took everything they could with them, including some of the pieces of their houses, to build another ones. That happened like less than 200 years ago. Again, no worries at all, guys. They're not dangerous or scary or anything.
So many.
They're scary if you are afraid of them. Okay, then follow up.
Inner city. This is the street.
Trade with the locals, where they get for the goods, for the skills, for the knowledge, and so on and so on. Quick
Street
question: what do
continues.
we think Georgians are really good at till today? This is something that we're using for the winemaking too. It's a tool, and those of
Entering a multi-millionaire house in those days. Richest man's house. A plastic. For air to enter. What is sleeping here?
main room, this would be for, again, not very rich people. In fact, apparently this is a place for the guards. But don't imagine for one person. No. It was actually for 4 to 6 persons living in here. I should note one thing. People would not be just spending their time, as we love today, to like, if you don't work, just lay on a bed, scroll through TikTok or something. They would not do that. They would be working almost whole day as long as it was visible outside, and they would come here to rest, to feed themselves. Even food will be actually coming from the outside, from the communal makings, mostly, not for everyone, but mostly. And they would just keep their like, belongings. Sorry, man. When this place was a temple, or the afterwards when it was fully fleshed out, this place had a very important part of our lifestyle, which is the place to get married, like wedding house, wedding hall. Actually, you would have a ceremony in the church, maybe in the temple before churches went to churches. To that,
This is the place where they used to crush the grapes to make the wine.
using buckets. How is it related to the food? For the reason of the wealth of the family and the children, as it was connected to the. By the way, our tree of life, which is tree that connects earth to the heavens, is a great one. I know for Lebanon, it's cedar actually. For Armenia, it's actually a pomegranate tree. Trees can be similar to many countries as well. I don't think there's any country with a grape vine, to be honest, but there's quite a few. Like I think you guess from Canada, maybe true, of course, and many countries. You know, Scandinavian. For them, actually, all these few countries have the same tree, but it's not real tree. It's you've probably seen Game of Thrones. Some of you at least. You see, there's a god that is tree. It's something similar from the Which we didn't need to be updated as a pharmacy because we have traced lots of herbal traces on it, and there would not be any other explanation for it. Those herbs could not be there by themselves. There's too many. So we said
Marriage function hall.
like
Some bridges. Trip continues. Some well for water collection. Another house. Long halls. Long hall.
Jail actually was for the short sentences, like a one-day term. Depends on your crime. Where we had prisoners here, and we had from the execution to if your crime was too great, of course. Jail was there to teach you a lesson. You imagine you start to fight with someone local, Mr. Right? You'll be put there probably for a day. That's your everything for the place. And by the way,
You will put inside and this is
some
locker with the mesh.
today.
ಹುಷಾರಪ್ಪ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಿದ್ಬಿಡಿ Trinawa Basilica. In ruins.
This could have been. Later, this place turned into Christian church, as it had a shape like that church behind us. It had mostly carved out and then little built parts over there.
See, these are the ruined pillars. This one, there. Earlier there must be a roof here.